I guess just to start, do you think you're going to get, what was it, 5 catches on that final drive at the end of
Oh
regulation?
yeah. So going into the last drive, that wasn't the game plan at all. But we were trying to push the ball downfield. I don't know if Brett talked about it earlier, but we were doing lines, so we had to get the first down to get out of bounds. And as we pushed the ball downfield, they were playing drop 8. So as a check down guy, I was catching the ball, and then eventually Brett and I got into a rhythm, so where I catch the ball. So.
Last couple of years, you've kind of swapped between the slot receiver and running back role and kind of bouncing between them. What's that been like to be kind of that dual threat guy?
Yeah. So being kind of that Swiss Army knife, I've always enjoyed it. That's been my role, as long as I've been playing football. So I feel like being out in open space, being in the backfield, being in the slot position just gives me the best success, to pose a threat to the defense and not only, find six for the offense, but just open up other players as well.
Kevin, what does that feel like for that first win to get that under the belt for the program? What does that do for you guys ultimately?
Wins aren't easy to come by, in college football. So for us to, finally get the ball rolling, we played a tough opponents these past 3 weeks, but for us to just get the ball rolling, know that we can play all 4 quarters, whether we made mistakes and just weren't being as consistent, we still have things to work on. Nevertheless, we all played together, we all finished the game, played all 4 quarters plus overtime. So just knowing that we can all play together, play for each other, is a huge step moving forward.
The run game in general, fairly productive. How's it feel in the room, so to speak, as far as being able to get that going?
Yeah. It definitely feels great. The first couple weeks wasn't as easy getting the run game going. We played some tough defenses, and to give credit to UMass is a very good team. They fly around the ball. They have good effort. They play hard. So for us to still improve the run game and everything is a big deal, especially in our room. We have guys that does many jobs, but our first thing is being a running back. So doing that helps us move forward and opens up the pass game for Brett.
Kevin, with Toledo on deck, how much can you learn from the last 2 games? I mean, there's just been a lot of turnover on both sides of the ball. Both teams. Can you even use the last 2 games?
I definitely think we can. You can learn from every game, whether we have 3 losses under our belt and just 1 win. Like I said earlier, we have to stay consistent. Just clean up the little mistakes. There's a lot of fundamental things we can't work on. But going into Toledo, it's a huge game. This is our 3rd time playing within the past 10 games, so we know it's going to be huge. Our first conference game. So going into it, there's a lot of things that we have to prepare for. I know it's on offense, but on all phases of the ball.
Obviously, we have a lot of history with Toledo last year. What's the emotion going into this game, with the team?
I think it's huge, especially since it's our first conference game. So it's a huge deal. I'm sure they have a lot of, vengeance towards us, because the MAC championship and everything. And they're talking about it's going to be a sellout crowd for their homecoming. So it's going to be a huge game, a lot of emotions and everything. But we got to keep the main thing, which is going in there, playing our best football, being our best, the best week 5 team we can be, and get a win.
Following up on what you said, this is the first conference game. What's the general feeling about moving from non-conference to conference play?
I feel like, this season every game matters, but now it matters even more, as far as conference play and everything. Like, no win is going to be easy, as I just said that before. And I feel like this conference is very good, and we've proven that over these non-conference games, just not only us, but just across the board. So it's going to be some hard-fought matches, but that's what we came here to do.